She found out he'd been cheating at 11 in the morning. She had 8 hours, 30 guests, and a birthday dinner already booked. She chose to wait. And what happened between 7 and 7:45 p.m. became one of the most shared breakup stories on the internet. The discovery was accidental, a phone notification that appeared while he was in the shower. Not the most original discovery method, but effective. She had the notification, then the thread, then 6 months of evidence in about 4 minutes. She took photos of the screen and sat quietly until he came out. Then she told him the table looked beautiful and asked if he was excited for dinner. 30 people showed up. His parents, her parents, his colleagues, their mutual friends. It was exactly the audience she'd have designed if she'd been planning this for months. She'd done her hair. She smiled at everyone. She organized the seating. She ordered wine. She was, by all accounts, the perfect hostess. Midway through dinner, when the room was comfortable and conversation was flowing, she stood up to give a toast. This was expected. She always gave a toast at his birthday. People quieted down, glasses raised, smiling. She started normally. How much she loved him, what the year had meant, how grateful she was for everyone in the room. And then she paused, and she said, "I also want to share something I found out this morning." She pulled out her phone. She read, verbatim, 3 of the messages. Not the most explicit ones. She was strategic about that. The ones that made the situation completely clear without being gratuitously graphic. The room went from warm to silent in under 15 seconds. His mother put her fork down. His best friend looked at the table. His colleague from work looked at the ceiling. The woman the messages were about, who had been invited, who was sitting 3 seats away, stood up and left without saying a word. That detail broke the room completely open. She thanked everyone for coming, said she hoped they'd enjoyed the food, and left. She didn't yell. She didn't cry. Not there. She picked up her jacket, kissed his mother on the cheek, and walked out. People reported sitting in silence for a full 2 minutes after she left. Some left. Some stayed. His best friend reportedly said, out loud, to the remaining group, that was fair. His mother drove herself home without speaking to him. The story spread because one of the guests posted about it, not with her permission, but without naming anyone. The details were distinctive enough that it was recognized widely. She's been asked in interviews whether she regrets the public aspect. She says no, not because she wanted to humiliate him, but because she'd spent 4 years building a public relationship that he'd been privately dismantling. She wanted the dismantling to be equally public. They haven't spoken since that night. The other woman and he were together briefly after, about 3 months. Then that ended. Her last update on the situation was simply, "I'm good." Better, actually, most people believe her. Was the public exposure justified, or did it go too far? I want honest answers.